Humanity's story isn't a simple march from primitive to modern. It's a tapestry woven with forgotten brilliance. Across the globe, ancient civilizations achieved wonders in science, technology, and architecture that still astonish us today. In this journey, we'll rediscover 5 lost societies, each shockingly ahead of its time, and explore the innovations that shaped our world. Let's begin in the cradle of civilization, where the seeds of progress were first sown thousands of years ago. In Mesopotamia, between the Tigris and Euphrates, the Sumerians transformed harsh land into the world's first cities. They engineered vast irrigation systems, turning desert into fertile farmland and supporting bustling urban centers like Uruk and Ur. To manage their growing society, they invented cuneiform, history's first writing system, recording everything from trade to epic poetry. The Sumerians established the earliest legal codes, documented commerce, and preserved their culture on durable clay tablets. They gazed at the stars, charted celestial movements, and divided time into hours and minutes, a legacy we still use. Their ziggurats, massive stepped temples, symbolized a link between earth and the divine, dominating city skylines. Sumerian craftsmen invented the potter's wheel, revolutionized transport with wheeled carts, and pioneered bronze metallurgy. Yet, their achievements couldn't save them from internal strife and environmental decline. Salinization from irrigation slowly poisoned their land. Conquered by neighboring empires, their language faded, and their cities crumbled into dust. For centuries, their story was lost, until cuneiform was deciphered in the 19th century, revealing their foundational impact. The Sumerians gave us the city, the wheel, writing, law, and our concept of time. Though history moved on, their innovations remain embedded in our daily lives. Their legacy is a reminder that the roots of civilization run deeper than we often realize. In every tick of a clock and every written word, the Sumerians echo through time. Their ingenuity set the stage for all that followed. Now, we journey east to another ancient marvel, one that redefined urban life. The Indus Valley awaits. In the Indus Valley, a civilization flourished with cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, masterpieces of urban planning. Streets were laid out in precise grids, homes built from uniform bricks, and every house connected to advanced drainage and sanitation systems. Covered drains lined the streets, and private wells and baths were common, civic hygiene unmatched until Roman times. The Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro, a public pool lined with waterproof bitumen, hints at ritual purification and engineering prowess. The Indus people standardized weights and measures, enabling fair trade across a vast territory. Their intricate seals, featuring animals and an undeciphered script, suggest a complex society with far-reaching influence. Unlike other ancient cultures, there's little evidence of kings, palaces, or warfare. Perhaps they were governed by councils or merchant elites. Their art and artifacts show no scenes of battle, and their cities lack major fortifications, hinting at a peaceful civilization. Around 1900 BCE, their cities declined, possibly due to climate change, shifting rivers, or environmental stress. The Indus script remains a mystery, and much about their society is still unknown. When rediscovered in the 20th century, their achievements stunned the world. They mastered urban living, valued order and hygiene, and created a stable society that endured for centuries. Their silence is a powerful reminder. Even the most advanced societies can vanish, leaving only enigmatic ruins. The Indus Valley's legacy endures in the very idea of the planned city. Next, we cross the sea to a civilization of palatial splendor and artistic brilliance. The Minoans of Crete await. On Crete, the Minoans built Europe's first great civilization, defined by artistry, trade, and architectural innovation. Their palaces, like Knossos, were sprawling complexes with hundreds of rooms, grand staircases, and ingenious light wells. Minoan engineers created advanced plumbing terracotta pipes, supplied fresh water, and managed waste, a feat unmatched in Europe for centuries. Their frescoes burst with life. Dolphins, bull leapers, and vibrant processions, capturing a culture in love with nature and the sea. The Minoans dominated Mediterranean trade, storing oil, wine, and grain in vast storerooms and connecting distant lands. Their power rested on commerce, not conquest. Their palaces were unfortified, reflecting a sense of security. They developed two scripts, hieroglyphic and linear A, both still undeciphered, leaving their thoughts locked in clay. Women held prominent roles, depicted as priestesses and leaders, and the mother goddess was central to their religion. Around 1450 BCE, disaster struck. Volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, and possibly invasion by Mycenaeans led to their downfall. The vibrant Minoan culture was replaced by a more militaristic society, and their unique voice faded. Yet their legacy lives on in art, architecture, and myth. The labyrinth, the minotaur, and the spirit of creative joy. The Minoans remind us that beauty and innovation can flourish even in the ancient world. Their sudden end is a warning. Nature and ambition can erase even the most advanced societies. Now, we journey south to Africa, where a powerful kingdom rose along the Nile. The story of the Nubian pharaohs begins. Deep in Nubia, the kingdom of Kush emerged as a powerful African civilization, sometimes Egypt's rival, sometimes its ruler. Rich in gold and resources, Kush absorbed Egyptian culture but forged its own identity. As Egypt weakened, Kushite kings from Napata swept north, unifying Egypt and founding the 25th dynasty, the era of the Black Pharaohs. For nearly a century, Nubian rulers restored temples, revived traditions, and brought a golden age to the Nile Valley. Women held extraordinary power. Queen mothers, or Candaces, led armies and ruled as sovereigns. Their pyramids, clustered at Meroe, are smaller and steeper than Egypt's, creating a dramatic desert skyline. After being pushed from Egypt, Kush thrived at Meroe, developing a unique script and becoming an iron-working powerhouse. Massive slag heaps still mark the site, evidence of industrial might. The kingdom's decline was gradual. Trade routes shifted, resources dwindled, and by the 4th century CE, Kush faded from history. Too often, Nubia is seen as a footnote to Egypt, but it was a major power with its own achievements and legacy. The Black Pharaohs and powerful Candaces challenge our assumptions about ancient Africa. Their story is one of resilience, innovation, and forgotten glory. Now we cross the ocean to the jungles of ancient Mexico, where a mother culture shaped a continent. The Olmec civilization awaits. In the rainforests of Mexico, the Olmec, Mesoamerica's mother culture, rose around 1500 BCE, laying the groundwork for the Maya and Aztecs. Their ritual centers, like San Lorenzo and La Venta, featured earthen mounds and plazas aligned to the stars. The Olmec are famed for their colossal stone heads, up to 3 meters tall, carved from distant basalt, and transported without wheels or beasts of burden. Each head is a unique portrait, a powerful testament to their rulers and artistry. The Olmec pioneered writing, mathematics, and the calendar system later refined by the Maya. They invented the ritual ball game and crafted exquisite jade masks and figurines. Their religious iconography, jaguars, eagles, serpents, shaped the spiritual world of Mesoamerica. Around 400 BCE, their centers were abandoned, monuments defaced, and their culture dispersed, perhaps due to environmental change or social upheaval. Yet their influence endured, seeding the rise of later civilizations. The Olmec's legacy is monumental: the first great centers, the first writing, and the first calendar of the Americas. While the Maya and Aztecs are famous, The Olmec remain the shadowy ancestors behind it all. Their colossal heads stand as silent witnesses to a foundational chapter in human history. The Olmec remind us that even in the jungle, genius can flourish and shape the world for millennia. From Sumer to the Olmec, we've glimpsed a world of forgotten brilliance. Civilizations that challenge our view of history. They were visionaries in art, science, and society, each a bright flame that lit up the world for a time. Their stories remind us that progress is not a straight line, and even the greatest societies can fall. Yet, their legacy endures, woven into our own world in ways we're only beginning to understand. Which civilization amazed you most? Share your thoughts in comments, and like, share, and subscribe to Knowledge Odyssey for more journeys into the wonders of the past. The thread of human ingenuity, though sometimes frayed, remains unbroken.